We have started a modern business era where everyone can become a self-made legend. This is your time. The digital world opened the door for you to create your own media platform. Connect with millions around the world and become a global reference. Your brand will shine for you. Your brand will magnetize your dream goals. And your leadership will rise. Welcome everyone to day 2 of the Masterclass about branding for leaders. I am so happy to find you again today for another powerful module. Yesterday was a great module about becoming a reference, about understanding what it takes to be a reference and what it means to actually stand as a reference. But more importantly is how you can coexist with your two identities, the star in you, the great leader in you, the legend in you, the one that is so known, such a reference, and the human in you, the one that is vulnerable, the one that is so special in the way they appreciate the basics of life, the mother, the human being at home, the family member, the brother, the sister, everything about you being a human, and that will always coexist. So it's not even with talking about balance, it's talking about how we coexist. I see all those beautiful faces joining me. Hello Abdurrahman. Hello Ines, so good to see you. Hello, I see we are live streaming also on Instagram and on the different platforms. Hi. I see people joining me also on LinkedIn. I'm so happy and so grateful and so delighted to see you again today. Yesterday was great. I saw some of the homework and action taken that was happening today. So I'm so happy. And I want to salute Iman, who congratulate you for the great things, for being nominated again for your great work. Hello, Palesa. Hello, Nibras. Hello, all the different platforms. And I see everyone. It's so good to see you. So let me know where you're connecting. Let me know if this is the first time, and or if you haven't received your workbook, you can drop your email and you get your copy, because this workbook for this master class is just so beautiful, and it has a lot of selected details from the different modules, but also some of the activities for you to help you anchor in some of the information that I'm sharing, some of the ideas, some of the tools and the tips that you can use so that you can shine as a brand, so that you can distinguish yourself as a brand. Hello, Mohammed. So good to see you. Hello. Oh, this is good. Facebook. I can't see the names because you need to grant StreamYard the access so that I can see where you're connecting and where you're connecting. So yesterday was the understanding that no matter how important you are, okay, very good. Thank you, Mohammed. I'm just going to ask the team if they can send you the workbook through LinkedIn, if you will, please. Hello, Fedwa. So good to see you again today. Hello, Celia. I'm so happy to see you. Hi, Yassine. Hi, everyone. I am so delighted to have you all join us. This conversation is about, okay, that's wonderful that you received yours, Palisa. Applies to everyone, applies to women, applies to men, applies to us as human beings, because often we get things confused. We think that more we are advanced, more we are richer, wealthier, more we make money, more we become famous, more we reach high level leadership positions, and we are so important. It's like, oh my God, we did it. More we think that human in us needs to dwindle, needs to shrink, needs to change, needs to also walk with that grandiosity and that big, like, greatness that we think we need to carry even at home, which we we do not. No matter how great you become, no matter how high level you rise up, that human in you will always be there. And the human in you will always be more important, more valuable, more great than any level of leadership position you can get. Any level, because that's what we call the imposter syndrome. When people think, will people see me behind the scene, will still think that I am valuable and important? Yes, they will, because that's the human in you. And we want that human to still be the same one, caring, loving, vulnerable, full of emotions, even fearful at times. It's okay, because it's true. But when it's oh, Rafiq, so good to see you. Hi, Sumaya, so nice to have you with us today. Iman, yeah, cheers to you and congratulations for your beautiful recognition. And I am so happy that you went on and, jumped in self promotion and talking about you, because this is what is this masterclass about. I do different programs, and the one that are like open and free, it's for you to just, start taking actions, having things shaken in you, in your core, so that you're like, okay, I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to unleash the incredible leader in you, to unleash the legend in you, because each one has a star inside, has a legend. And it's depends on you to let that version of you unleashed and be, because you'll be surprised what you're capable of. Often we underestimate what we can do, because we think that our human there is always nervous and scared and like, I'm not sure I can do anything. We bring that with us. You do not. There is a difference. There is that great leader, there is the star, there is the one that when it stands, your voice changes, your presence changes, your confidence changes, and you speak on that. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Fatim Zahra. I see all those beautiful faces. I'm so happy you are with us today. So, this is the big conclusion from yesterday. It's like these are two identities and they coexist. There is no need to talk about balanced life when you understand that. Because me as a professional, I am a mom and I will always be a mom. I don't need to find the time to be a mom and find the time to be a professional. They're just my identity. So when I feel I access that great leader, I come live and I talk and I'm like this. And then I am a mom also. And behind the scene, if you were to see my house, mainly these days, because have the painters, we're doing things, and I have to juggle between different things, being a mom of four. So that's my life. And it doesn't diminish anything from my expertise, from my knowledge, from my understanding, from my presence, from my dedication, and for my willingness to serve and willingness to do good. Nothing. Actually, what it does, it even enhances it. Because what it does, I bring a lot of that emotions within the work I do. I bring a lot of that caring in everything I serve. I bring that because that human in me, I feed her, I nurture her. I've concealed myself with it. It took a lot of time. That's why working on your human is essential. You want to take time to understand your human, the wounds you carry with you, the hurts you have in you, the disappointment, something you've gone through, an experience that didn't work the way you want it. Forgive yourself, grow from it, extract the wisdom, because that human will never disappear. Even if you become the millionaire, the billionaire, you name it, you become the legend, you become the star, you become whatever you want to be, that human will always be there. You'll go back home, and at night you find yourself with yourself. So you want to strengthen that human. You want to understand the human, and you want to appreciate the human. Yeah, I'm so happy that it resonates with you, Palesa. Like that being a mother does not diminish your worth or capabilities. No, in the opposite, being a mom brings you, have it extract from you that mothering energy, and that's love and caring, because there is nothing more bigger than, more powerful than the love you give to your children and the understanding. And more than that, I mean, being a mom, in my case, it helped me draw the courage in times where I didn't have it, because the courage comes from the human. You want your human to feel the courage so that you can rise as a leader, you can rise as a reference and as a legend. It comes from the courage, and the courage you can't get it inside. We don't go and meditate for days so that we find the courage. We do not find it there. We find it from the loved ones, from people around us, from people that inspires us, and from people that tells us that, you know what, you're going to be okay no matter what. You're going to be all right, and we will still love you no matter what. That's how we get the courage. So your human wants to get so much courage and have a big heart, because it's a roller coaster out there. You got to be ready for it. And ready for it is by loving you, because you're human. You are the only person that has you. So you have to have your back. Okay. So if this resonates with everyone, give me some ones. Let's get started today in a big, big subject about social media. Okay. And I want to say hello to everyone. Hi, Fatin. Hi, Amar. Hello, Butaina. Hello. Oh, it's so good. Huh? So, social media is a big subject because social media is closely intertwined with the level of visibility that you are ready to have. So you will be always matched with the level of visibility that you want to, you are ready to receive. So being a reference and becoming a reference and coming out from being the best kept secret, it means that you are allowing the world to see you. You are allowing people to see you. You are allowing people to actually find you and find your work. And guess what? We have never been in a time, in the history of time, in an era where it is as easy as it is today to be seen, as it is today to be known, and as it is today to create your own platform. And social media is the open door for you. And it's interesting that I didn't realize that there will be a day that I will be talking about that, because me before I was not on social media, because and this is a very important thing, because social media does not mean that is your business. And it's not because your social media presence works that means that your business works. No, doesn't mean that. You can have a great social media and struggling for business. You can have a great business and no social media, because for many years I worked without any presence on social media. I've been an entrepreneur since 2014. We've reached multiple seven figures, and I had no presence on social media. In the opposite, I the way I was thinking that I needed to stay away from it and not be present at all, because that was my paradigm. Until I started to understand, and of course, COVID hit and everybody started being present in the digital sphere, because that's the only way you can connect with anyone. There were no more conferences, no more meetings, no more nothing. So you gotta have to be able to use that technology and those platforms. And this is why it is extremely important to become hyper intelligent about how to use media and how to use social media. Okay, so social media is for you to use to create your own outlet and to create your own media. And it's very important to understand the distinction. It's not for you to, that's not your business, but it is your presence. And by learning how to market, how to sell, how to talk about your business, you can grow your business using the social media. So social media on its own, we don't create and make a beautiful social media so that we create wealth, but we can use the presence in social media so that you can grow your business and scale up to crazy levels. Okay. And this is what we can do today. That's why it's very subtle and interesting to see how you can connect and how you can use that platform to actually set up your presence. And there is nothing easier than that today. That's why you want to use it so that you can define your brand, so that you can hello Khadija, so that you can so that you can create the brand that you want and have people access your work, your values, what you believe in, and then find you and know who you are. We want people, when they're like, who is this person? And go to your social media, it reflects who you are. It reflects what you believe in. It reflects your work. It reflects what you're doing every day. What's your mission? What's your why? Why are you so interested, motivated, having a voice? What do you talk about? What do you believe in? And so that's why the social media is for you to use as a media outlet, as a magazine, as like it's your channel. So what are you going to put in it? What is the feeling you want people to have when they go and are on your page? And I'm not even talking about any platform. You can use any, really, whatever you feel comfortable with. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have YouTube, you have TikTok, you have many things. So you choose two or three where you are at ease and comfortable, and where you feel and you think and you know that your community will be present. Okay, just said that I was a mom of four, so I have Judy Noor who just came in. Hello. Okay. And yeah, okay, now she understands that mom is busy. So anyway, so you use that so that when people look at you, how do you want them to feel? What is it? Are you bringing a vibe of elegance, luxury, knowledge, expertise, relaxed? What is that feel? Because what you want is, you want to create a consistency in the feel that you want to give, and from your media and from your page, because that's your media, right? If you want to think about it as your magazine, think about it as your magazine. If you want to think about it as your TV channel, think about it as your TV channel. Because ultimately what we want and what you want is you build that presence so that you can run ads about your business, and then sell your products, sell your service, sell your program. So when you think about conceptualizing your platform, it's not just, for the fun of it, which you could do, but it's also for you to use to grow your business, because business are growing in a crazy way on the digital sphere. Every day there are new millionaires being created from the digital platform. People are reaching multiple six figures just selling products, selling services, selling mentorship, selling coaching, selling training on the digital sphere. So there is so much to be done, but it takes focus and it takes intentionality. And so your role is to understand and to define what is that presence that you want to have. How do you want people to see you? What do you want them to feel when they come? So my branding have changed, because when I decided that, okay, let's develop a presence, I didn't talk about me, because I thought we shouldn't talk about me. It's like, no, we don't do that. So it's, because I have specialized in sustainable development for many, many years, and I was a strategist, so it was easy for me to talk about that. I didn't even put my photos. I was choosing random photos, something that will match the text. And I was talking about sustainability, about sustainable development, about water. My PhD at Harvard was about how to integrate water and water infrastructure into national planning. So it was really mixed in between a programming that is purely engineering and then economics and the impact on job creation and growth of the country. So I've been very, very keen about linking between the two. So that's the first thing I started talking about. And I'm telling you this because just to go to LinkedIn, when I was started with 150 people, today we're 26K, different platforms. So we reached like 50K in different platforms. And I'm thinking, why is that? What was it? It wasn't my intention. That wasn't my objective. But my objective was to find a place, because after talking about sustainable development, I started really embodying and speaking from the depth of myself and my heart about women empowerment, female leadership, about how to build yourself back up after having gone through difficulties, having gone through setbacks as an entrepreneur or as a professional or anyone, or as an executive, because a lot of that need to be inspired. Because when I was in my lowest time, I was looking for inspiration. I was looking for maybe quotes that just be motivational, but they're not like too cliche, but just something that, could be relatable, something that, I could look at every day and I just feel like, okay, I can do it too. Okay, let's focus. Okay, let's keep on believing. Okay, so, and this is what I wanted to create. I wanted to create that with you can get some dose of magic, some dose of real belief, some dose of inspiration and motivation. And so it developed. And as I was, more writing about it, um, through my first book on women and girls and women from, no, African girl, African woman, how tech savvy female can lead the continent. So it really became like, how can I extract all the inspirational stories, all the tips and just quotes that can get you motivated in through your deepest you. It's like to speak to you truly. And this is how it all started. I said, okay, let me do that. And then as I started understanding the inspiration and motivation, I started to contemplate how it helped me feel better. It helped me find the spark again. It helped me put me on a track, on a mission. So social media to me was not only sharing and motivating, it was doing good to me. And I think this is what we want to really understand more. Whatever you feel is good for you, now that it's going to be good for someone. Now will be a match of somebody who will align with you. And that's why more you're human and you're real you, you understand her and you let her be, more you will be aligned with others that are matched to your own belief. And this is how it started developing, is that I saw women really starting to understand as I was teaching the BAL method, which is the method I developed that helped me. So it's like I'm a proof of concept of how you can switch your life around and how you can shift your mindset from somebody that felt completely lost to someone that is creating something and motivating and growing and inspired for more. And so that's how I started teaching the Believe Act Lead method. And by talking about it, so it was like more a diary for me. I was really talking about how things. And so but the problem is in social media we get often caught up in seeing, do we have enough likes, do people really read my stuff, do I get enough views of my things? That didn't matter to me. I never paid attention to that. But what I paid attention to, if anyone is present in my world like you here with me today, I appreciate you so much. And it means so much to me. And what I understood is that every comment, everyone that it shows and take the time to respond, I respect that and I appreciate that so very much. And and this is how I built it. I built it by giving the value to the person, just you here matters so much to me. It's not the same as I'm speaking. What I feel is like I'm just talking to you across from you. And it could be tens of us, 50 of us, 100 of us, but I am talking to the one person and I appreciate and I understand the importance and the value and the time that one person take to actually come and see and watch and listen and read about what I write, because what I write is really my diary. It's like me growing. And this is why you can see me a lot talking about that. It is together that we can rise. Together, we can create a powerful collective intelligence that make us go beyond what one person can do. And more I share about it, more I start understanding, because then I saw the difference in people's in my programs. And I started celebrating women, celebrating the changes, the up-leveling, the successes of women. And I started doing that a lot. And so When some people just blow my mind. And I'm like, for example, a woman from investment banking, she was able to change her job and double her salary. Another woman in our program, in our masterminds, those are the paid programs actually. And I will be talking about it tomorrow evening. So if you're interested, tomorrow I'll be talking about our programs. So I urge you and I invite you to be with us. So, for example, doubled her salary. Another person was taken by Forbes to become a coach by Forbes Council. Another one was able to sign more than 600K contract right away. Another one in the private sphere were negotiating $2 million contracts. And it blows my mind how of these things are working. And so I became such humbled, and not only humbled, but I felt like this role is bigger than me. This role is bigger than what I thought I will be, because it's not even okay. I don't feel like coming. I don't feel like presenting. I don't know. I do it because I know that there is one woman today. You will be watching me and maybe joining us for deeper change and transformation, and your life will change around. I know that. I know that each time I come, one person or two or just one, and I love it because I build everything one relation at a time, because I believe so much on the power of one, and the power of one will compound. And this is why I think that this is so valuable, so important. The work we do is so deep, so profound. The work we do is not only working on the human, understanding the human, loving the human, valuing the human, elevating the human, and healing every part of it, but also creating that great leader. Creating that leader that when you go on her page, on his page, it feels like, wow, that's a reference. And because it's not only good to feel that the reference is, it's because the social media is good. No, because social media can be beautiful, amazing and beautiful, but the person does not do the work as you expected it to. We want to combine both. We want to combine excellence. We want to combine knowledge that is undeniable, knowledge that is unshakable, and knowledge that is true. And that takes work, because it does take work. A lot of people are showing you roadmaps to places they've never been by saying, work less, do this funnel, do this, do social media, do this, run ads, do, and then you'll become a millionaire. That's not even true. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. You need to put in the work and the time. But what I know for sure is that by being dedicated, by loving what you do, and by caring, it's about caring, by caring for whoever is present, whoever you're talking to, you can make a difference and you'll be compensated for it. You'll be compensated big time. So your social media presence is not just to be wealthy. It's social media presence is to create a legacy, is to become a legend in what you do, is to become such a reference that people will love connecting with you, will love coming and checking what you have new today, what you are sharing today. What is your thought? What are your emotion? What are you feeling? What is the celebration I can hear so that I feel I can do it too? What is that, thing that will inspire me so that I can raise up tomorrow? I can also be the next one to be celebrated. That's what we want. We want more proof of concept. We want more proof that, you can do it, and you just need to use the tool that are today free for you to use. And social media is most of the incredible ones. Okay. So tell me if this speaks to you. Give me, yes, I love it, unity. Tell me if that relates to you. I want to see hearts. Tell me yes, if you are with me. I want to see some yes. Denisa, so good to have you. This is so inspiring. Thank you, Denisa. Hi, Lily. Hello. Give us some yeses. And let's continue on our deep understanding of social media. I think it's fascinating, the social media, because as you become more intelligent, yes, Whitney, yes, good, yes, Fedwa, love it. So yes, Nibras, excellent. So people, when they find a nice social media, they will be there. They will come and check it each time. They want to see what's new. They want to see what's the new trend, what's the color, what's the brand, what's the, and I am so excited. I don't know if you saw the branding for this masterclass. It's just so beautiful. I told me, and this is, I want to take the time to really thank the team, because I love you so much. I know some of you are present, and I love you so much for understanding everything about me and who I am, because it takes a lot of deep connections to be able to work with people that know you and can mirror the color, can mirror the feel. My branding is really to show a lot of luxury, and luxury, not luxury because it's expensive and everything. No, luxury in the sense that there is beauty. To me, luxury is beauty and simplicity in the same time. So connecting that, and every masterclass we create something new, some new vibes, we create some new feelings. And what I want is, I want this transfer of codes. Come, you feel it, it makes you feel like I am feeling in the luxurious way of being. And because everyone deserves the best life, the prayers to improve, change your quality of life, it takes only you to do it. You taking the decision, because that legend in you, that great leader is inside. Just give her the time, give him the time to be. Let them be. uh, Workpal is more than a method. I love this. Thank you so much for this beautiful comment. There is not given to anyone to create a method. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I don't know who's writing. I don't know because they didn't say the name, but thank you so much for your appreciation. And this is what's social media for you should be. It's like a magazine. What do you want people to know? And people, they don't just want to check your photos and your branding. Okay, this is all beautiful and nice, but they also want growth. They want perspective. They want evolution. They want changes. They want to make you and feel like, oh, there's something new happening here. There's something different. So you don't want to be talking about the same subject every day, which you get people bored unless they've signed up to the same thing, to feel that you're talking about the same thing over and over and over and over. But we get bored. And this is a time of TikTok. We get bored. We want change. We want sparks. We want different things. We want inspiration. We want different colors. We want different spaces. And I understand it, because I get bored too. I want different things. And why do I get bored? Not because I don't love what I do. No, I love it so much. But I love it so much that I know that every time I deliver something, I know that I said, maybe next time I'll do something else. So I elevate each time. That's why this work is so good for all of us. Being in this conversation is so good for you. It's good for me too. It's so good for all of us. It elevates us to a different level. It elevates us to unleash something so great about us. All what you need is to let yourself be. Let yourself be by letting vibrate in love and appreciation, connecting to whatever you hear with love. Say, okay, what does it inspire me to be? What does it inspire me to do? So all these stories I share, for me, it's a transfer of wisdom. It's a transfer of lessons. I've gone to phases that were really hard in my life, and people don't often understand that or even feel it, or like that's everything is easy, but it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I remember very much when I was really young, like 18, 19, and I felt that is so hard to be a girl, so hard. It's like I almost said, I just want to have boys because it's just easier to be a boy in our culture. It's easier to travel, it's easier to aspire to the career you want, it's just easier. Because as a girl and as a woman, not only you need to prove yourself, do things, but please continuously be so kind and so nice continuously. And don't respond to things even if your heart is aching. You just continue because you swallow it because you're younger, you're a young woman. And I've been through that. You've been through meetings where it's only men and you speak something, they will ignore you, they'll repeat the same thing, and the men get clapped. I've been there, I've seen it. I've been even in meetings where people will say, well, don't you need to control her because she's too excited, she's going to say something too crazy. And all of that, I didn't take any crunch from it, any rage. I've forgiven everything because of the paradigms. And this is what I love from my branding. It's about love and caring. It's about creating a new word, a new paradigm where together we love each other, men and women. We are appreciating for each other because it's not the feminist language where we know we are against everything. It's a gender equality. No, there is space for everyone. There is abundance for everyone. And more we forgive, more we share the love, more we spread the love, more there will be more to receive. And this is what we want. We want to receive love. We want to receive appreciation. We want to receive caring. It starts from you. So, what is that you let out? What is that energy? What is that message? How is your voice? Is it coming from a space of love, caring, wanting change so that we creating a better world together, so that we healing the world together, so that we creating wealth together for everyone? Or is it coming from a space where it's still a lot of rage? Again, this didn't work because this one wasn't nice. This didn't work because I didn't have the opportunity. This didn't work because this thing didn't work. What is it? And this is the start of the work. That's why working on the human. This is why my method is to work on your belief and who you are and understand who you are, because that's the starting point. Because your social media, you can be the pro in it. You can be the best in it. You can create the most beautiful platform, the most beautiful media. But what is the message in it? You want to be consistent in your message. You want a message that really reflects who you are. Because if you want to touch people, if you want to have followers that are raving and raving fan about you want to touch them through emotions. And the only way you can do that, it has to come from your own emotions. That's why understanding you is a big start. Understanding what do you stand for? What do you feel? What resonates with you? What makes you, what shakes you up in your core? What is that love inside you that you can access or can't access? If you can access, it's great. You can, let's work on it. Let's heal it. Let's forgive everything and let's start fresh and let's be. Okay. And use that social media with your presence, with your messages, with the colors you love, with the brand that feels like you, with the photos that just represent the best version of you, the photos that represent maybe not even the vet version of you, the version that you want to talk about, the version that you like to talk. You know what's funny about, I'll tell you, I mean, some of the behind the scene is like, even when I put the social media, I don't write until I look at the photo because I get inspired by the colors. I get inspired by the pose. I get inspired by things, then I write. And it matches because I write from my heart. I write what I feel, right? And every moment. And the evolution is that because every month it's a different month, then you see different things. We in February we talked a lot about emotions, about intelligence, emotional intelligence, about letting the feminine energy. So it was a lot about feminine energy, about navigating with it, about celebrating the divine, the goddess in you. It was a lot about that because it was preparing to the 8th of March. So we want to celebrate women. We want to embrace the womanhood and create the love for the our lives and for the feminine side of us, and how we can have her rise, and it will help you in also your professional. And then we start talking about the triad of success. So success, it's not just emotions, it's not just all the knowledge and all the degrees you could have in the world, you can put them all together. It's not enough. You need to have a strong mindset, you need to have the energetic. So it was a lot about that. And now we're talking about branding. Now we're talking about visual learner and leader. Yes, it is. I love that. And now we're talking about branding because, hey, if you are a hidden secret, who's going to know about you? No one. And more than that, I mean, and I think this is not for everyone, what I will say, but you will understand. Some of you that are already leaders, some of you that are already in high level positions, I know you're watching me. You better have your own media platform and say and explain who you are, then let someone else write about you, then let someone else, you read about you somewhere else. So create your real life, create your truth, create who you are, create a place that mirrors your reality, mirrors your beliefs, mirrors what you stand for, mirrors your values, and mirrors your mission. And this is why. So I think everybody is ready to just go on and decide and start today. Start by being consistent, start by being present, because more you're consistent, more you build your credibility. Credibility is built by consistency, because you're here to stay. You're here with ideas. You're here to create something new. We last year I was surprised, and like really how Believe Act Lead, the book that was published in November 2022, turned bestseller in 4 categories in online. And I was like, I didn't even think about it. I was like, maybe next year I'll have a New York bestseller. I'm like, why? And because I know that this book, I wrote it from the deepest of my heart. And I wrote it because I want each one to read it and to feel me, so that they can feel their life and they can elevate their life. And so if you don't have the book, you can find it on Amazon. You can still access it at Kindle and at very, very low price. And you can have your copy. It's Believe, Act, Lead. It's on Amazon. The team, if you have access to that, could you please drop it? Whoever wants to get a copy on LinkedIn and also on Facebook. So that book turned, and but that book, everything I brought built up to it, so that it will never, you will never run out of ideas. You will always have ideas, because your life is a journey. Your success is a journey. Leadership is a whole path towards what you want to be. We're not running after goals. We're building a legacy, building something behind you, building a real, true impact. And that's, to me, what sustainability is. Sustainability is that every day you can make someone feel a spark. Every day you can give hope to someone. Every day, either because you inspired, because you shared a success story from a woman who could not do anything and changed. And we have hundreds of testimonials about how this method have changed people's life. And every day, that's my journey. And this will power up, this will build up, because you know that one person is related through six connections. You can cover the word. So social media, what it has different than any other media is the social parts, because we are human. We need life to be connected. We love the community, we love the care. And this is why the social media, what's different from the TV, is that you feel you're connected to each one, to the other person, not like TV. TV, when you look at it, people are talking to you. You're not involved. You're just there and sit and listen. Unless it's those programs of American Idol, The Voice, the Idol of whatever different places, then you feel connected. And this is how it started. So the moment The Voice and everything start to invite people watching to actually vote for who's gonna be winning, that's when people started feeling like they're inside the TV, they're part of it. Everybody get excited. This why these programs are so big, so huge, and whoever wins becomes a real star right away, because everyone is involved. And that's what social media added to the rest of the media outlets. It's the social part. It's about connection. It's about seeing you. So yes, Sana, I see you. Yes, Fuzia, I see you. I see Whitney. I see you all. And I'm so happy and so appreciated to be together, because that's what we value. We value how we are seeing each other and how we are connecting. This conversation for me is like talking with you about how you can elevate your life, how you can unleash that great leader, how if you want to become a legend and a star, it's just up to you to take that decision and to be consistent. Because leadership or being a leader is not a position you apply to, it's a position you take. And not only you take, but you insist on keeping it. You insist on keeping it so much, even if it's hard. You just insist and you keep doing the work until you are seen as such. So it's not you doing it so that people can see you. No, you do what you do. You share the work because you believe in, and you allow the work to see you. And the right people will be drawn to your word, will be drawn to the vibes that you have, will be drawn to your belief, and will be drawn. And the right person at the right moment will come to benefit and to rise up as well. And this is how we change. And this is how we do things. So social media is is in your hand. You create your outlet, you create your media platform, and then you concentrate on building those connections, because it's one connection at a time that you can reach millions without even feeling it. You can reach, and that's so then you say you use social media to become a millionaire, to become wealthy, because you have created the platform for you, where you can now run your ads about your programs, run your ads about your services, run your ads about different things that you sell. And that's how, because you've created a presence, because you build that credibility, because you have been consistent, because we know who you are, because we feel you feel the vibes. People feel people when there are emotions. The most beautiful songs are the songs that comes from deeper emotions. It's the same about our language. It's the same about what we write. Lines have vibration. So when you feel good, the other person will feel it. When you feel the care, the other person will feel it. When you feel the love, the other person will feel it. But when there is rage and hurt being received, thanks. Yes, Muhammad, I'm so glad. And when there is rage and something eating inside, they will feel it. And this is why it's so important to work on your inside. It took me many years to understand that. Well, and actually, okay, it took me many years because the years seems long when you want to recreate yourself. But okay, I don't know what's happening on Instagram. I think it's okay. If we drop on Instagram, please hop on YouTube. We're live also on YouTube or on the group on Facebook. So what I was saying is that to understand that it starts by you, communication, actions, anything you do, it's the bridge to the external world, and that bridge actually start from your internal world. That's why you need to be on top of your internal game. You need on top of what's happening inside you, because what's fascinating is that we always think that I need to get more degrees, I need to learn more, I need to do this, I need to have this, I need to show up like this, I need to brand them like this. But it's not. It's work on you. Make yourself so strong inside, and all the rest will change. All the rest will you will get you closer to what you want to create and what you want to be in your life. And so it's everything comes back to you. Because if you want to be interesting, if you want to create that social media that there is interesting, you want to be relevant. Be relevant, which means that you want to write about things that are important, things that matters, things that are that are of maybe the news, things that are about what's happening. I write a lot about leadership, about female leadership, about women empowerment, about gratitude. I'm in the process of writing a new book this year, so that's why a lot of my presence in the on the posts are actually new ideas, because I'm building it, and it's never boring, it's never the same. It's like every 3 weeks it's just another subject, and it's all come to the leadership, to rising as a leader, to creating wealth, to making an impact, because this is what I am focusing on. I'm completely focusing on understanding the psychology, the dynamic behind wealth creation that is more than what you can imagine, beyond what our old paradigm was. Because you can create wealth by working so hard, by being an entrepreneur, by taking risk, and you can, when you can also create more wealth, probably, actually. And this is what I want to prove, to demonstrate, by understanding energetics around wealth, and understanding how you attract it into your life, and how you become an open channel for it. So you want to be relevant in anything you share, relevant in the subject. You also want to be relatable. um, we're not talking about things that are just like somewhere else. I don't know what they're talking about. This is like, I don't even know. So you want to be human. When we are relatable, it means you're human, which means that we do not disconnect from human. That's why, as a leader, that human in you, you want to value it so much, because that human is the one that keeps you relatable, that keeps you real, that it keeps you appreciated, that keeps you, help you become that magnet to things, magnet to people. And you want to be consistent. And I insist on consistency. Consistency means discipline. And discipline, it means, when you do one day, you do it. Next day, you do it. It's not, you don't go, I'm like, this month I'm going to take a break because I'm going on a holiday. Right. About your feelings, your holiday, and you're still alive. You still have feelings. Write about it. Be right about it, because that great leader, you just gave some time to your human to be, but let the human be. We want to connect with you through that. We want to see who is that person behind you. We want to see that it's the same, because we want the same values. The same values remain as you as a human, as you as a great leader. And it's nice. So you want to create a life, you want to create a movement, you want to create a presence that you do not want to be retired from. You don't need to take a break from. This is what beautiful life is. Every day is a beautiful day. Every day is, what best can I do that day? And it has to be what you're doing. This is what you want to create. And that's what the digital world is providing the possibility to create a life that you love, to create, to be doing the work you love, to be impacting by helping, but also to have the time for you, to appreciate you, have the time for you as a human, as a mom, as a sister, as a daughter, as a wife, as a father, as a brother, as as a human. You have the time for that, and you want to be able to have that every day, so that your life, you don't need to take a long break from them. You want to organize your time by leaving space for each one of your identities to be. And when you are able to do that, now you understand what the coexistence means. You don't need to take a break from one to let the other be. You want to be all of it. You want to be the wife, the husband. I know gentlemen are watching us. You want to be the mother, the father. You want to be the great leader, the star, the famous person, the legend, all of it, all of it. And you can do that when you are able to find something that you love. And not only you find something that you love, but you actually are connected with everything you do, through your values, through your core, through your soul, through the depth of your heart, because you do what you truly believe in. You do what is a match of your human. See, and that's why the work needs to be done. And this, all of this, get reflected in your presence. Be in harmony with yourself. I love this, Whitney. Well said. Yes. And I don't know if you can just kind of ask the team if is it still on Instagram. It tells me that there is connection issue. Well, there is a connection issue. Come on the different platform. Come on YouTube. You can find it on the story, and you can link to it. So what now we understand about the importance of being present, creating your platform, showing up consistently, being really there, building your credibility through your consistency. And so there are actually four C's that I always keep in mind, which is, you want to be consistent. So we insisted on that. And that's really discipline. And you all are so disciplined. So get yourself disciplined in getting closer to your goal. That's what we want. We want to use our minds so that we can reprogram ourselves and get ourselves on track to what we want to become. It's building. It's a building. It's a continuous evolution. Even if you don't like it once, it doesn't matter. We are continuously improving. And this is the trend that you want to keep. It's that continuous improvement. Hello, Mary. So good to see you again today. Hi, Amal. Okay, so we're back on Instagram. So I was wrapping up for today. I'm still here. Oh my God, the live is still here. I thought it was gone. I cannot believe it. So anyway, I was wrapping up for this session. Sorry about this little uh, technical issue. I think it's due to Wi-Fi. So I am back, and I'm going to wrap up for today. We have discussed so many things about social media, so many things about being present, so many things about connecting. And I think there is one thing to remember, is to keep in mind, is the power of one, the power of one connection, the power of one person, the power of really appreciating one person at a time, and connecting with that one person. So when you write from that, for that one person. When you speak to that one person, because that is going to compound. And this is how I see one. And I am so happy to be connected and to talk about this important subject. Social media is the door to your presence digitally, and you want to be in the digital sphere because everything is happening there. 300 billion are spent per year just on training and mentorship and coaching per year. And by 2030, this is going to reach 1 trillion. So there is so much that you want to grab by your presence, by a solid presence. And it takes time to build. You don't happen overnight. It happens over a real presence. So get focused. If this is something you want to do, take 2 years, 3 years, and build something so incredible. Build a multi-million digital empire. You can do it. Every day we see millionaires popping up on the digital sphere, on the different, and only on social media, using different platforms. So there is so much space, there is so much presence. So, and social media, the word social is the power. It's about the connection. It's about the feeling. It's about how you make others feel. People do not remember what you say. What they remember how you make them feel. So how are you feeling so that you can transfer that? You can uh, translate that through your language, through your way of being, through your energetics, through your presence to make and how you want to make others feel. So this is such a powerful presence that we can use. You can use to create your reference. You create your presence in the media, but also to build your business, to grow your business, to promote your business, and to network and connect with others. And so what I would like you to do today is just think about with yourself, how much visibility are you ready to have? How much visibility are you ready to create? Because you will be an energetic match to that. You'll be an energetic match to the visibility you are ready to have, to ready to receive, and you are ready to stand on. And so this was such a powerful module. Tomorrow it's going to be about strategy. Tomorrow it's going to be about positioning. So it's going to be super powerful. I love talking about strategy. That's my field. This is what I spent 20 years doing as a high level professional. And I'm going to let's talk about how I see it within the branding sphere in marketing yourself. So I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your vibes. Thank you for your presence. And I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Bye bye. We have started a modern business era where everyone can become a self-made legend. This is your time. The digital world opened the door for you to create your own media platform. Connect with millions around the world and become a global reference. Your brand will shine for you. Your brand will magnetize your dream goals. And your leadership will rise.